Hey, peace and blessing, guys and goddesses. This is like my worst trauma. Probably like the worst thing I ever had to go through. You know what I mean? Unknowingly. You know what I mean? Alright, so let me I'm trying to figure out a way how to jump into it. I'm gonna just dive in onto my alright, where I'm gonna start? From the beginning. Alright. I got out of prison 2017 July. I think June or July, one of them. Alright. My T-Jones wouldn't let me the parole person when I was in TDC, the parole person, the lady, she was an African lady, she called my T-Jones is my mom. Or the lady that raised me. The parole lady called her in front of me, put on speakerphone, and asked if it was okay if I was paroled to her house. She said no. I'm like, me and the parole lady looking at each other like, what the fuck? So the lady ended up getting me into a halfway house on her own. Like, she just got me into a halfway house. I didn't have to do nothing. Get in the halfway house. I get in a wreck. Well, I'm doing good. I get in a car wreck at work, and I can't work no more. And the people that's in the halfway house steady taking money from me, even though that I can't work. And it's in a policy that if you don't got no job, they can't take no money from you. You know what I mean? So they had my money on lock, and they wouldn't give it to me. They wouldn't let me out side of the perimeters so I can go spend the money. They wouldn't let me. You know what I mean? They was trying to like control me. So long story short, I ended up moving in with my T-Jones because I knew me. Like, I had asked them, like, man, look, I'm hurting because I was still going to physical therapy because I was in a wreck. See, look, I had already in 2005 I got in a wreck with my mom, and I was my side of the wheel was hanging outside of the free off. If y'all from Fort Worth, Texas, if you know where this is, damn, what is shit called? Like West Freeway. I was hanging out the side of the wheel that I'm on the passenger side. My mama driving. This white truck hit us, and I'm hanging off my side of the car is hanging off the side of the freeway. Alright. In that wreck, I had broke my something disc. I had broke a disc in my back. So whenever I went to physical therapy for this one, they had showed me where it was broke and it healed itself and it had re-broke in this wreck. So I'm literally, my back was hurting for real. My neck was hurting but my neck wasn't really just, you know what I mean? It was really my back. So I let her know, like, woo. She let me in. Alright. While I was in her house, it wasn't nothing, you know what I mean? My cousin, I need y'all to pay attention to everything I'm saying. I mean, everything, because when I'm done, because it's gonna be a long story. When I'm done, you gonna understand certain shit. You gonna understand why I'm saying, why I'm including certain things. It might sound small or, you know what I mean, inefficient, but everything that I'm saying matters right now. Excuse me, confirmation. Excuse me, but I'm in a house. This is close to the holidays. My cousin come home. We talking. He talking about I thought you got jammed up for something else, and I was like, and my mom like, cause he supposed to be some type of gangster, you know what I mean? So I'm like, nigga don't speak on shit like that, like you don't. I mean, it was just different. Like, I'm like, it just raised my antennas. And he would lacing me up about while I was locking up. My little brother was knocking down my wife at the time, but he didn't know that I didn't care about like the sex thing. I didn't really care because I was in the wrong with my ex-wife. You know what I mean? So it was okay for her to get back, and I still gonna fuck with her. You know what I mean? But he left out the part where he was knocking her down too. So I'm like, I don't know, bro. It was just certain shit. And then his older sister Joni, sent her son over there to see if I could fight. Like, it was crazy, bro. Like, so he came over there. He like he said something. And I was like, oh no, she said see if his jab right or some shit. So I was sparring up with him like we finna just spar a little bit. He alright. But they wasn't expecting for me to be alright. They was expecting for me not to know nothing. So when he went back and said something to us, like the aura, the energy changed. Like they couldn't handle me like they thought. The whole time my mama she working out like, and she steady like squeezing on my muscles, like trying to see like if I'm strong or not. It was weird, bro. Like it was trying to like size me up. And then one day my teacher will come in there, like I'm flipping the channel on the TV. She come out of her room, which is right next to the living room where I'm at, and stand in front of me, and I just freeze up, bro. She tell me, somebody decided that you are a sacrifice. And then she walked off, and I just went back to flipping the channels. It's like it wasn't nothing. It's like it was crazy, bro. I'm still stuck on that shit today, because I'm like, damn, how the fuck did she tell me this shit? And I didn't go off. I didn't say nothing. I didn't leave. Like, it was crazy. Alright, fast forward a little bit. My little brother, Patrick, and Darius staying at my sister's house. And I think Darius or Deontay. My little brother, I know for sure, so my little brother was staying there. Well, no, it was Darius and Darius and my little brother was staying. Oh, my little brother was staying with my sister, and Darius was over there, which is like something like my little cousin, like a long time family friend type shit. And my sister, my brother and them, they left my nieces in the apartment for some females. You know what I mean? I understand why my sister was mad. That's why I ain't pressed the issue. But my sister, she called me, and I'm not finna press the issue on no shit like that. I'm not taking no sides. So she called my cousin, Brian, and how he was handling it and shit. I like, look at that show people. Like, it made me look at people. It made me look at the situation differently. I kind of like stiff on everybody. Like, I'm like, nah. If you handling a motherfucker like this and you don't even know what's really going on, you a dummy. So let me get away from you. All right, fast forward. I'm moving to my own apartment, right? I got my own car. Tell me why I'm getting my car fixed. At first I was going to Firestone. I'd spent like $3,000-$4,000 just getting it. It was a Dodge Stratus, just getting this car fixed. Like literally $3,000-$4,000 I put into that car off my checks alone when I've worked. All right. One day something happened to it, and I was getting something fixed. I had got the shocks fixed, the controlling arm ball fixed. I got like the road. I got a lot of shit fixed. You know what I mean? So my car stayed inside of the Firestone for a minute, but when I got it, it was still working. And one day it wouldn't come on, so I had my T Jones call her mechanic named Brian. It's another nigga named Brian. He come fix it or whatnot. All right, tell me why I'm supposed to be on the freeway at this time, but I made a detour to get some weed. No, made a detour to get some. What the fuck was I doing on the east side? Cause I wasn't smoking at the time and I wasn't popping pills. I forgot. I forgot what I think probably I was just cooling or something, just reminiscing, going back to the hood or something. Because I was on Lancaster, but I was on a part of Lancaster by beach, like trying to get on beach. And when I hit, like, it's like 3 streets before I got to beach, I had got on the, I heard something in the car kind of like made a little funny move. So I'm like, what the fuck? And I'm going around like 30 miles per hour. I think at this time it's like 40 miles per hour on the street. So I hit on the side. I get on the side by the curb, and as soon as I get on the side by the curb, the motherfucking wheel crack out. I'm talking about crack, like boom. I'm like, whoa. So I turn. Bro, imagine if that shit was on the fucking freeway. I would have been dead. You know what I mean? So, reason why I brought this up, because this is what they did. They did this on purpose. They intentionally fucked up my car so I could crash. They intentionally did this. Fast forward. Let me rewind. While I was at my mama's house, Dominique would bring her kids. I think she had 2 girls and a boy, or 2 boys and a girl. She would bring her kids like early in the AM while I'd be asleep. So whenever we get up, we can drop them off at school. You know what I mean? Or my teacher on to drop them off at school, depending on where I'm finna do. I don't know why that is significant, but it is. But I don't really know her kids. I know her, but I didn't know her kids. All right. While I'm in my apartment, I don't got nothing in this apartment. I mean, nothing. I got my stuff. I don't got no mattress on. I mean, no, at this time I got a bed at this time. She bring my nieces over there, Maya and Adriana. We kick it. We just chilling. But in my mind afterwards, I'm like, really, at the first time I didn't even mind. I didn't care. But as I'm thinking now, I'm like, damn, she was trying to like get information out of me or something, like trying to have her kids snoop and see what I'll be doing and shit. But I really didn't care at the time because I didn't have nothing going. I mean, I wasn't doing shit. I had nothing going. I was just out here trying to get reintroduced into this world. I mean, but that is something significant because I had to say it. I don't know how, but it's significant. Fast forward, I meet my baby mama. I meet her. We kicking it. No, I meet her when I was at my mama's house. And I tell my mama, no, I meet her. I'm trying to put my cousin Brian in though with Rachel, with her best friend or her sister. They get in the car, they arguing. The whole time my baby mama, she want to fuck this nigga. But I'm like, you can say, it's crazy, like, cause you can say this shit like, damn, you want to, if you want this, let it be known. Like, we gon', that's the type of shit I was on. I was on some shit like, really, I was on some lock-in type shit, like, but I still had them player type ways to where if you want this, we can make this shit happen. But I'm trying to see where your loyalty lies at, like, I mean, fuck the pussies. I mean, I'm trying to see where your mind, where your heart at, like, who you, I mean. But the whole time she digging, I'm like, it's cool though. So when I went to my mama, I went on the first day with her too, to a bowling alley. Or to like a little game room, your bowling thing, whatnot. Alright. I get a call from Tequila while I'm out on a date. And I tripped out, bro. I supposed to answer the shit. I did answer the phone, but I supposed to been normal because I fuck with Kayla like long time. I fuck with her, like, even though we ain't had no title, I still had fuck with her. Like, I loved her, like, literally. And I had already told my baby mama that I was in love with 2 women, like her and Tequila. So I told her out the muscle. So I should have had more heart and did what I did, but I was like, damn, in the same time, you shouldn't be contacting me knowing that I'm out here on a date. Like, you playing. Like, that's how I really felt. That's why I handled the situation how I handled it. Like, I felt like she was playing with me. So fast forward, I tell my mama, I'm like, damn, I'm thinking about courting Tequila and Christina. And I shouldn't have told her that, because after that, it's like, when I told her that, her face was like, you better not do that. You better not do that. You better not do that. And then all of a sudden, it's it's like chaos between me and Tequila. Like, but let me give you the gist on Tequila, cause this shit finna get wicked like in a minute. All right, Tequila. When she first came home, she picked me up. No, when she first came home, she came and kicked it with me in a nigga car, in one of her niggas cars, in a white Tahoe or white truck, some type of white SUV, white truck. And she let me drive it. I'm like, we went to Albertson, we went to somewhere, bro, and she was like, you want to drive her? You let me drive another nigga car? But I understand it because I done been in a situation like that, but I'm trying to see like what you want type shit, you know what I mean? Because the whole time we was writing and kicking it with each other, we on some goddesses type shit, like we supposed to be on the same type of time, you know what I mean? Or I thinking, because she said she was a Muslima, but Muslims not gay. They not. They won't, you know what I mean? You can be yourself, you know what I mean? But in practice Islam, but you call yourself a Muslim, they not gay. So, you know what I mean? So I was like, you playing with it, but she said she wasn't 5% that she was a Muslim, so I'm like, I was trying to figure out like what the fuck she mean, but anyway, I wasn't judging. I just left it alone. Alright, she get a job, she stripping. She get into some shit, she drunk. And her job is right down the street from my teacher's house, so I pull up on her. And then instantly I felt like I was being set up because she out here arguing with this nigga, man. I'm like, bro, I just came home. I'm not finna fight no nigga. You play, you finna late like that. I was on some shit like that because I was like, man, nigga play. I don't know. I was on some other shit then, like really, and like really on some other shit, some dark shit. Like that's why I was like, I'm looking at him like, I don't play like that at all. So I drop her off at her homegirl house, and I'm trying to let her know, you gotta chill. She like, so you want me to let it? I'm like, nah. She says, she's screaming at me like, so you want me to just let these people? I'm like, no, baby, it's the way you do shit. You know what I mean? It's a certain way how I move, and that's not how I move. You know what I mean? I move smooth, like for real. Motherfucker know, a motherfucker might not know what's going on, but they gonna feel me. I'm telling you, they gonna feel me. They gonna understand what's going on after I'm done. You know what I mean? That's how I rock. And she was like, hug her, and she was drunk, you know what I mean? So I didn't really just take it too serious, but I knew in my mind I wasn't fucking with her no more like that. I already knew. Alright, fast forward. I go to her friend's house to go pick her up. She had me in the living room. I mean, well, you know how this shit is. She want her friends to check me out and shit. That shit bullshit, but anyway. Fast forward. With my baby mama. I get her pregnant. I want her to move in with me because she pregnant, but I know she eating like pork and beef and smoking and drinking and all this shit, and I'm trying to prevent it so my baby can come out healthy. So I'm trying to be everywhere she is so I can, like, know what I mean, guide her rightly. I mean, even if it was just for my baby's birthday, like, and you go back to doing what the fuck you was doing. Yes, I didn't care nothing else. I just want my baby to be healthy. So I moved in with her. We at work. And all this shit is necessary. We at work, and before when she got pregnant, I had my cousin work up there, the Montre work up there, and he was like, he told her it was a black chick up there that was trying to fuck with me, and I wasn't trying to fuck with her, so she was salty. She was talking about beating my baby mama up and shit. I was like, man, bitch, we gonna jump you. Like, she got my daughter in her. You tripping. So, we in the car. My little cousin tell my T-John that I was finna beat up the female behind Christina. I was like, hell yeah. Like, she got my baby in her stomach. What you mean? My mama talking about she could take care of herself. I'm like, she ain't gonna have to. You know what I mean? You play with her with my daughter in her, you gonna, you know what I mean? And we go back to work. He tell my baby mama that I be having other females in my mama house, like they be bad. And I'm like, why would you say some stupid shit like that? Like, nigga, mind your business. You wasn't even there. Like, he heard this shit from his brother. Like, he wasn't even there. now time. And one of the times, it wasn't even this female that wasn't even, I liked her, but she wasn't mine. She wasn't even in my house. She was right by the door, like, and she wasn't there for me. That's why I'm like, what? Nigga be stunned. Fast forward. I'm inside of my baby mama house. No, we're gonna stay. We're gonna stay at Snap Kitchen at work. One day, let me see. We at work, I'm chilling. I got a different position than these people. So they come to me, her and Rachel come to me talking about, they want to have, they talking about having a threesome with us. I'm like, all right. And my mom like, why you telling me, like, what the fuck? Because Christina was already my girl. And Rachel was saying this shit, so I'm like, why y'all telling me? Why you even entertaining this shit? Like, but I didn't say why you entertaining it. I didn't think like that at the time. I really didn't care. Because I was still doing what I was doing, but nobody knew. But I really didn't get no fuck. I was just really trying to protect my daughter, bro. That's mainly thing. I loved her at the time, but it wasn't that deep, you know what I mean? Because it was at the beginning. So if she would have cut out, I would have been cool still. Alright, so the next incident at work, we arguing and whatnot. Well, I wasn't arguing. She was mad about something, but I felt like she wasn't really mad. It was just something to get me away from her so she can do what she want to do. She get upgraded in the position, right? So I'm in my station. She walking around with another nigga. I'm not tripping. That's your job. Do your job. But whenever it's gonna be lunchtime, you supposed to be my lady. Like, what we doing? Like, you know what I mean, we thugging up at work, or we, you know what I mean, I'm trying to figure out what it is, cause we already locked in. They're verbally, we already locked in. Or I thought, cause I go in a break room, I see her having lunch with another nigga. So I'm like, and she act like she doing work. So I walk in. I'm hot-headed at the time, and I'm real hot-headed at the time. I feel like I'm being played with. I'm like, I'm finna beat this nigga ass up, and I'm finna knock your ass out. Like, and so when I I'm glad I chilled the fuck out. But anyway, I walk in that bitch, and I see the nigga, me and the nigga lock eyes. I already don't like this nigga at all, because it's like this nigga playing with me. Like, it's like he playing with me, he playing with my mind. I'm like, I walk over there. I look at her. She put her head down like scary ass. I'm like, if you pee, you gonna look me in my eye like it ain't shit. Sit down, baby. Yeah, I'm knowing what it is. Like, you ain't know nothing like that. Y'all motherfuckers out here, y'all weenies. Y'all ain't got the heart to be, you know what I mean? Y'all just be doing, motherfuckers just be doing shit just to do it. Don't even know what the fuck they doing. They doing it just cause everybody else doing it. You know what I mean? You really into some shit, you gonna hone that shit, you know what I mean? You gonna really hone your skills, you know what I mean? So I walk over there. She put her head down. I see the nigga look at her like he did like this. He's like, and she like, I'm like, whoa, this shit in my face. I'm like, I got high. I sit down in between their ass. Oh God, I sit down in between their ass, and I just looked at that nigga. No words being said. And then I think I just got up, I left over there. But we talked about it when we went to the house, but I was like, are you playing? So while then out of nowhere we get a shift change. So now I'm working on the days that she don't work. You know what I mean? And vice versa. So I'm at the house when she at work. So I go and we work in the AM like 6 o'clock. So I'll drop out. While I'm at the house, Rachel mom, Sandra, she trying to flirt with me. It's like she being real friendly and shit, you know what I mean? So I tell her, one day she tell me while I'm at the house with her, she tell me something about buying pussy. Like, I mean, yeah, literally though, something about buying sex. I'm like, what? And so I tell my baby mama, I tell you, man, Sandra trying to proposition me. She's trying to sell me some pussy. I'm like, man, I don't buy no pussy. She kind of took that shit as a joke, but I was serious. Alright, so later on that week, I started putting that dick out on Sandra. Like, I forgot how this shit happened. No, she kept coming and asking me for shit on purpose. As soon as I come back, she was like, can I borrow her car so I can take or she had to take her son to school, but she could have. It was ways because her daughter had a car, so it was ways to. Did she have a car? Yeah, they had a car because they was. Yeah, I think they did have a car if I'm not mistaken, a Sonata or some shit like that. So I think Rachel had a car at the time, and she asked me to use the car and whatnot. Oh yeah, she did have a car because Rachel was taking Ricky to work. So she asked me to use a car. I'm like, I'm not tripping because I mean, this it's not no big deal. This ain't even my car. This is me and Christina's car. Now I'm pretty sure that Christina would have did the same shit. So I'm like, cool. Then she'll bring the keys back, like grabbing my hand. Like when she hand me the keys, she'll like grab my hand, like she'll make sure she rub my hand, like contact, skin to skin contact. I'm looking at it, and one day I was in the bed and I was readjusting myself and finna turn, like, I don't know how y'all do it. Sometimes I get my dick get hard out of nowhere when I'm asleep. So I'm laying on this side and I'm adjusting myself, finna turn on the other side. And while I'm doing this, she walk in the room and she just standing there, like. But I still do what I was doing. I didn't pay no mind to it, and she walked out. Then I'm like, she just. My mind started to get curious. So I'm like, did she just? Let me see if she really on this shit. So she walked back in. I kind of like bait her in. I put that, like, act like I was jacking out, and she didn't say nothing. Okay. So I had on one pair, but I had on just my shorts, and I got up, and she just so happened. And this wasn't even planned. I just had on one. I had my shorts on, and I was getting up, and she walked in, and she looked straight down. She smiled. She walked back in her room. So I'm like, oh yeah, she with it. So I started jacking off on her, and to the point where, when she come in, I got the dick out. If you've been in prison, you know what type of time I was on. When she walk out of the room, I'm putting that dick out on her, only to where she can see it. You know what I mean? She smiling, putting her hair behind her ears, like just doing all this little shit. Then she go in the kitchen with Maria, Christina's mom, and they sitting at the table drinking coffee. Where she's sitting at, she can see my bed. Literally, she can see me. So what she do is she go. It's not a. It's a door, but it's not a. It's a doorway, but it's not a door. We got like it was a blanket up there. So what she did was get the blanket and tie it up, and went and sit down, drink a coffee, and watch me jack my dick every morning, every a.m. Then one day, I think this is what spooked her, because she came and sat on the bed with me, playing and shit. Nah, she didn't ask me for nothing. This was just, I say, come here right quick. And she came, sat on the bed. I'm talking about, I'm acting like I'm jacking out. I'm not jacking out though. I'm just like motioning my hands. And she still come over there, sit down. And while I'm moving and she looking at it, like she she got like lust in her eyes, like she just looking. But Rachel walk in the room and she just at the door, because Rachel wanted to fuck with me. Like Rachel, like I think that was who I was supposed to be with at the time. I think I wasn't supposed to take Christina, but it is what it is. That's how I met Christina, through Rachel. Rachel wanted me in the beginning, and Christina ended up slamming her ass out one night. So Rachel at the door, she like her mama like, oh shit. So she tried to play it off like and she tried to play it off and like hit my arm like type shit. I'm like, yeah. And then out of nowhere, next day, she like flip out on me like, no, yeah, the next day she just flip out on me. Talking about she didn't say no words, she just did that shit. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with her? Then she, oh yeah, cause she asked me for some money this time. Now like, nah, I don't, no. I think she asked me like $20. Like, oh no, that was because when we went in the kitchen, I wrapped my arm around her waist, and she moved out the way though. So I was like, "Type of time you on? Like you out here? Oh, so you just ain't trying to get physical? Cool." I stepped back from her, but then she came back. After that, she kept like coming in. I wasn't doing nothing else. I wasn't even jacking off on her. After she did that, I just stopped. I kind of like got uninterested in her. I felt like she was trying to play. I was like, fuck that, nah. Then she came and tried to ask me for $20. I'm like, nah. Cause I know she don't got no job. I know she can't pay me back, you know what I mean? Well, she could have paid me back. She sell her food stamps, but we all in the same house, so why the fuck would I buy your food stamps if we all gonna eat? You know what I mean? So I'm like, no. One time I told her no, she went and told Christina that we both started this shit. But she came on to me and I entertained it at the time. So that's how that was. All right, one day I come in the house after this shit blow out. Me and Christina get into it one night. I lied to Christina because I was scared. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know. I lied to her. I told her like she lying on, but in long story short, she found out that I told her the truth. All right. After that shit go down, what is her name? Erica move in. Her mom. No, after this shit go down the first time, Erica mom come over, and she with Christina. She talking about beating me up for if I do her sister any type of way. So I'm like, what you want type shit, like, cause Christina was telling me her sister was a blood and all this from Cali and shit. I don't get no fuck about none of that. And like, what it is. So she move in. The mom, Maria, go to the hospital for some weeks. She get admitted to the hospital. So Rosie move in with her daughter Sophia in her room just for until her mom come back. So one day I'm just chilling, just cooling. You know what I mean? I ain't fucking with nobody. I'm chilling by myself in the room. And I'm finna go in the kitchen. She going into the kitchen from the mama room, so we like looking at each other. And she was like, no, she came to me. She was like, can she? No. Yeah. No, she came in and no. We were looking at each other then, but she was going in the restroom. But she was staring at me. But back in my room, she came in there and she was like, can I let her lend $40 and Peter would pay me back in this coming up Friday, which was like 3 days. I'm like, shit. Yeah, because I knew for sure Peter was going to pay me back. I already know, like, I know how he is. I know he going to pay me back. But she was like, don't tell him what you gave it to me for. Because she was trying to get some pills. And she was going to pay me. I was like, cool. So she come in this day. She was like, something about, do you like me or do you, I mean, look, hold on. When she came to me this time, all she had on was a shirt. That's it. A shirt. That's it. She come right straight to my face. She was like, do you like me or it's like the question she was asking me was crazy because she didn't tell me she wanted to fuck or she wanted to eat me up. But how she was asking me these questions, it was like she was telling me like she wanted to fuck, she wanted to do this. She said, she walked up to me, she like, do you like me or is it just cause I owe you money? I was puzzled. I'm like, what? I said, I like you, but I still want my money. Like, she like, oh, okay. And she walked out. She came back. I swear to God, she came back. Well, she didn't even go too far. I think she just went and shut the door and locked the door where Sophia was at. She came right back, got on the bed, on the edge of the bed, doggy style, talking about I revealed everything. I'm in her, And right when I'm finna bust, I like slide back like Michael Jackson. I'm talking about all on the floor type shit. That's what I'm thinking. I'm hoping. I'm praying. All right. After this shit, I burn her. All right. Before that, all right, that's past. She leave. Now, her daughter come. Her daughter like 17. She got this little mangy ass cat. I come home from taking Christina to work, dropping Christina off to work, and she on my fucking bed. Talking about with some little bitty ass shorts on, face down, with fucking little ugly ass cat, mangy cat that she found. So I'm looking at myself, I'm like, what the fuck? I don't know. I never had a conversation with her. I never said nothing to her, so I don't know how to come at her to get off my bed without, you know what I mean, it being no shit. So I'm like, fuck it. Hey. She's like, oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know. I just fell asleep. Okay, but how you fall asleep on my bed? What the fuck was you doing? Like, all right. We move. Let me see if there's anything else significant. We move into this apartments, 2-bedroom apartment, and this, like, I'm finna fast forward a lot of this shit, and probably tell it in a different video or something. But I'm trying to get to the nitty gritty so I can get this shit out of my chest and start to heal some more. But we move in these apartments. I started to sell weed. Well, I was already selling weed, but I was selling like blunts and shit. Now I'm starting to sell the weed. I'm popping pills. XO. Excuse me. Her niece. Well, no, I already said this in TikTok. So I'm gonna fast forward all the way to the part I want y'all to hear. Or I'm really trying to get out. We in apartments. Alright. I got a porn addiction. I'm starting to jack off more. Oh yeah, that's why I started it, bro. Cause I was putting dick on my baby mama, and I had on my glasses when we in missionary, and I look at her, and she said, "Don't look at me." I'm like, what? Like, my dick started to get soft. I'm like, what? Because in the beginning, when I wasn't looking at her and I had my eyes closed and I was looking, she was like, look at me. Why? What are you looking? You thinking about another female? I'm like, then at this time, she said, don't look at me. I'm like, what the fuck? It threw me out. So I kind of like stopped trying to put my dick on her. So I started jacking out. I started to get addicted to it. To where I was literally looking at porn all day, every day, even at work. Like, I take breaks. I'm talking about jacking out. That shit was very, very on me. To the point where I was jacking off and I wasn't even horny. I wasn't even on hard. You know what I mean? I don't know if y'all ever been through some shit. This shit crazy. I'm talking about with I'm talking about bare hand, bareback. No lotion, no nothing. Stopping at the 7-Eleven on my way to work just to get a quick nut off. Boom. So I went from like regular, like, I don't know what the fuck I was at first. Just some regular porn to like some taboo shit. To like some, I think I had on there like, mind y'all, these are real people, not no fucking kids on this shit. So these are grown-ups on this XXXN. So I'm looking up, I looked up, I think the first one was probably like family, sister and brother, or like some taboo shit, like mom and son and father and daughter, and like swap, like daughter swap, like just some real top, some dark shit. But in my mind, I'm not thinking about what the title really saying. I already, before I even been on this shit, I always had like fantasies of fucking a woman with her either sister or her daughter at the same time. You know what I mean? And it's not on no shit like the daughter of a fucking child. Like, no, a grown ass woman type shit. This is what I was on, like, and it shows through the images. So I never thought about how these people thought about it, and this is why I'm telling this story, because I brought this into fruition by doing my actions and my thoughts, because I perceive something differently than what they perceive, and they perceived it as I was fucked up. I mean, I understand it, but you can't judge me off your mind. That's your mind. That's not me. Because if I was actually on some sick shit like that, it would show now. Know what I mean? I would be interested. I would have been took everything that was offered to me. I'm like, okay. But anyway, this is the type of shit that was on. Know what I mean? So fast forward, I was in a rest. This is when it first happened. I was in a restroom jacking off one day. Nobody in the house. My baby mama and Nicole went to the laundry room. Tell me why I'm in a restroom, cub. She bust in the door. Like, why you jacking off? Like, why you worried about why I'm jacking off? You ain't, like, what the fuck is wrong with you? It's nobody in this motherfucker. She get mad and shit. I'm like, and this wasn't at the time where I was looking at taboo shit. This was the regular porn. And I'm like, I didn't understand it. So fast forward, she started like, at this time I'm popping pills. I'm already like, I'm starting to get mad every day, bro. Like I'm starting to be mad every day for nothing, like angry for nothing. This is when that sex demon get attached to me. Alright. I'm standing in the living room. No, I'm standing in the kitchen. Oh yeah, this is what's that her niece wedding. I forgot her name, but her niece, I forgot her name, but her wedding. So I'm standing in the kitchen. Nicole come in there in the kitchen right in front of me, just staring my eyes. So I look at her, I'm like, and then she just starts smiling and run back to Christina. I'm like, I didn't understand it. Now I know that she was training her. Alright. Fast forward. I'm in the kitchen again. No, we having sex. This is shit she'll do. We having sex. And by this time, her other sister, and her daughters moved in. So it's like, she got 4 girls, I think, and 1 boy. They all in there, and her. They in the living room. My kids in the living room. But my daughter is still like, she a baby. And George is like maybe 4. So we having sex, and when we be having sex and not, she just be screaming and moaning and doing the most so everybody can hear her. You know what I mean? And sometimes like she'll eat me up, give me hard, or just be jacking me off or rub on me and she'll get me enticing, and she'll give me hard and have me go either make the baby a bottle or grab something out the kitchen or out the bathroom or something. She'll have me go in there in front of them. Alright. I looked at, I'm like, alright, I'm gonna hurry up and go back doing my thing. Go back. Ooh. One day I'm in the kitchen, she finna leave. I think I'm making marijuana butter, oil type shit. Can of butter. I'm making this shit. And she come in behind me, she grab my dick, like she get me right, you know what I mean? So I'm like, damn, she kissed me and shit, and she finna leave. I turn around and see what's going on. My daughter, she's still a baby, bro, so I'm not trying to chastise her, I'm not even feeling no type of way about this shit. I turn around I'm looking at everybody, seeing what's going on. It's like some type of commotion at the door. So I'm like, I see. And my daughter come and grab my dick. So I'm like, I pull her hand off my shit. And just like that, I'm like, I didn't think about nothing right now until now. Like, not now, but until like how I'm thinking about it now. I'm like, so she's seen, I'm like, okay, cool. We'll move that. Get that out the way. When we move with my, yeah, I'm gonna say it like this. We will move my T Jones. And this one I seen, this is the type of shit she was on. Because with the house, like, she was trying to like get me to, in the apartment, she was trying to get me to sleep where they put magic on me for me to grape Ruby. That was what I was supposed to do. They wanted me to grape her. That's a fact. They wanted me to grape her. And it didn't happen. The only thing I did was put dick out on her. You know what I mean? So, oh yeah, fuck it. I'll tell that shit too. Alright, go back to, nah, I'm gonna tell that shit, but I wanna tell this shit first. I'm gonna go back into another video and speak about Ruby, but this is what I really wanna get off my chest. Alright. We in my mama's house. This little girl, I think it's my, no, we didn't move over there yet. We at a party. Or did we move over there yet? I think we did. Because they had like seafood boil for her. She wanted seafood boil for her birthday. So after we eat, she asked, my sister Amber asked me to go teach my niece how to ride a bike with no training wheel in the garage. So this is my little nigga. Like Maya, that was my little, that's like a daughter. Like how she was is how I want my daughter to be. Like she like a perfect balance, like, but she like more of a tomboy, I mean, so we can kick it. So and she know we locked in. That was my nigga. So I go in there, I'm like teaching her, and her little homegirl come in there, and she talking about sex. This little girl like under 10 years old talking about having sex and doing it. I'm like, I look at Maya put her head down. I walk smooth about that bitch. Like, no, I ain't tell nobody, because the fuck, no, I'm not on that shit. Like, no. Let me get the fuck away from you. So we go back in there, and I see the little girl trying to handle Adriana. So I'm looking at Christina. I'm not Christina. I'm looking at, I did look at Christina, but I'm mad. Because I'm like, how the fuck you gonna have somebody, a guest in your house, disrespecting your own daughter, like your own, I mean, I'm not understanding it. So I look at the mama first in her eyes, mug the shit out of her ass. I look at Amber, mug the shit out of her ass. And I look at the little girl, I'm like, I want to speak on it, but I can't, because they not speaking on it. This not my daughter. This is my niece, but I mean, they hold the power. This is they shit. So I look at Adriana, I give her that look, I'm like, yo, you better say something, you better do something. That little girl better, I was just fucked up. No, you're not finna be in my house disrespecting me, no, fuck that. Anyways, fast forward. I'm laying on at this time, this fucking sex, I'm not looking at porn no more. I done already beat the porn addiction. But my dick still get hard out of nowhere. You know what I mean? Even when I had the porn addiction, sometimes I couldn't get my dick hard. So I knew it wasn't the porn. It was something else. Like, it's not even the thoughts. Like, my mind wasn't, bro, my mind wouldn't even be on sex, and my shit'll just rock up. And sometimes it'll get hard, but it wouldn't even be the type of, it'll be like the gummy hard, like you can just tell, you could just tell a nigga got a dick type shit. But you couldn't do nothing. I wouldn't be able to stick it inside a female type hard. You know what I mean? It'll be like that, like a gummy one, like a stiff gummy one type shit. So it'll stay like this. No matter what I'm thinking, I could be mad as hell, it'll still be like this. I could be sad, it'll still be like that. So I'm sitting, when it got like that, I'm sitting on the bed on my laptop. I'm away from everybody. I'm trying to like calm myself down and get, because there's kids around here. I'm not trying to let everybody, you know what I mean? I'm trying to